Hey up, how's it going? Audio's good, camera's working. Yeah, I'm a bit late. I was pissing about with various things. I was trying to put a filter on my camera so I could get a bit closer on my microphone, but fuck knows. Anyway, how's it going? So, audio's alright, innit? Those American clocks are gash. Yes, they are. Blame the clocks, blame the clocks. I was being fashionably late. Husky, alright, how are you doing? I think there's few enough of you in to do the Oxbridge pleasantries today, isn't there? Yeah, looks like it. So, Husky, bye, hello and bye. Kate, nice to see you in. English Yankee, Two-Tone, Spud, Dombo, Matt McCoy, Shams, how you doing? Chris Collin, Two-Tone, Harold Stewart, who else is in? Jack London, Brooke, whatever strange synonym you're going by now. Synonym, pen name, nom de plume. 51 North, MGH, Slip, Paul, Morrissey's cat, Kev Wright, Russell Smith, David Harris, Professor Andy. YouTube is lefty. Yes, it definitely is. Zardoz, The Sash, Matt Oliver, Rodney Trotter. That's about it, innit, from you guys. Anthony Kirkwood, Jimmy Ray. Don't know where Stevie is, Jimmy. Sean Rye, Rathschild, Saubert Martinus, Luke Clarkson, Psycor, Big Fat Cat, Denise Trott. It's filling up. You're coming in thick and fast now. Alan Fenwick, Davey the window cleaner. Blue Nose, I've done you. It's me. JP's networking channel. Hello, James. Andy Cooper. Paul Whiting, don't know. Ragnar, Stevie Orn, Terry Wuckfit, Jez Saunders, Davey Parker. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'll tell you what, I've settled in marvellously across the pond. I went out on the piss all weekend with the friendly natives in my new native town. I'll tell you what, it's lovely. It's why it makes me so worried about you guys back in the UK, because America is big enough and daft enough to look after itself. Out here, I'm approximately 20 mile away from Santa Barbara city centre, town centre. It's only small. It's posh as fuck. The weather's fantastic. The scenery's beautiful. Ginger Prince lives just up the road in Montecito. And where I am is on the coast, sort of tucked out the way. It's fucking beautiful. It's beautiful. I'll be amazed if we get an Afghan out here, because America's big and daft enough to look after itself. But Britain's a tiny little island. I don't see why it's always our job to shoulder the burden. It's scary, you know. Borough, my old fella always used to talk about how Middlesbrough was basically always getting hammered by all these various migrant crises. I'm gonna actually look for that story, because I remember him telling, right, when I was a kid and he was being all cynical, and he'd say, we get all the bloody immigrants. And I thought, nah, surely he's not. Surely he's just being a cynical old bastard, isn't he? But sure enough, we're running out of space in the UK because it's a shitty little island. And here they go, look. Fuck off, register. I'm not doing that. I hate you. I hate you, BBC. That's why I don't pay my licence fucking fee. We really do, right? So when my cynical, miserable old dad was going, yep, we'll get all them fuckers. As soon as anything kicks off, doesn't matter whether it's Sierra Leone, Iraq, Afghanistan, wherever. My old man was always like, we'll get them fuckers. We'll get them. And I was like, cynical old man, you know, because I was in my 20s and I thought he was just a miserable old bastard. Sure enough, there we go. Look at that, as if they're trying to make me register. Fuck off, blue thing. Would you get rid of that? Fuck you. There we go. Bastards. You know, there's another thing that annoys me. They hock the DVDs out here. If the BBC's flogging DVDs across the pond, shouldn't they count up how many DVDs they sell and then subtract that from what you need to pay for your fucking licence fee? They run it like a bastard. They run it like a bastard business, but they still charge you the same staggeringly unfair, ridiculous amount, even if you're a pensioner. I think it's absolutely shocking me. So yeah, and they put adverts on the BBC over here as well. So if you see pop-ups, that's why. It's because these twats run it like ruthless capitalists, like all champagne socialists. But they don't give any of the money back to the working classes. Yeah, if you're a fucking minimum wage postman, you still have to pay your licence fee. It doesn't matter how many DVDs these twats sell. So it does my head in. Anyway, that's true, look, see? No more than 1 in every 200. That's a bit small. I'll bump it up a bit, hang on. There we are. No more than 1 in every 200 of the local population should be the asylum seeker, says government guidance. Well, I'll tell you what, this is old guidance, because if you think it's going to stay 1 in every 200, you are very sadly mistaken. I don't know this must be old. It's got to be about 1 in fucking 50 now. I swear down, you can't you can't go for a walk anywhere now and not just get absolutely fucking completely surrounded by random third world blokes. And like I keep saying, I wouldn't mind so much if it was women and kids, because we know the data. I know the data. I was deployed 5 times. You know who always tried to kill me? Every single time? A relatively young lad between the age of about 16 and 35 with a fucking AK-47 and a worse aim than Stevie Wonder. These amazing Taliban fighters couldn't hit a cow's ass with a shovel. So, and we trained the air and they're about as much use as tits on a fish. So don't tell me we couldn't have twatted them if we'd have stayed the course. But it's lunacy. We only seem to let in blokes. You see a dinghy full of geezers rocking up off the coast of Dover, and it's just blokes. And every time anyone advertises it, the BBC go trawling through the archives looking for a picture of women and kids. 95% of the people that we're letting in are bastard, hairy-arsed geezers. So I don't understand this. I don't understand why it's controversial in any way, shape or form. Again, because this is the point I keep making. Every time you talk about it, they go mental. Yeah, I keep this as milquetoast as I can when I'm discussing the immigration issue. And your arse is going 50p 5p, 50p 5p, 50p 5p, because you think Susan's going to fucking come in, kick my door in, and like I said, snap one off on my living room floor. It's not right wing to say maybe we should have a system to decide who we let in. That's what they're doing. It's what they even do in, like, I don't know, what's a lefty country? Norway. They have a system to say, should we be letting in big sweaty rapists? I mean, that's not controversial, is it? When I told you guys, when I tried to move to America, the proper twisted my nipples. I had loads of fucking interviews. I had to do loads of paperwork, loads of interviews, medical. I had to pay $400 for a medical. And one of them was a chest x-ray to see if I had TB. And I remember saying to the doctor, he was a big lumbering giant called Hanny Zaki. I left a bad review on his Google page, 1 star, because he basically didn't seem to think TB was a thing, a vaccine. I said, I don't need a chest x-ray for TB. It's like $400. I said, we don't get vaccinated against it in British schools. You don't need a fucking x-ray for that. And he was like, that doesn't exist. That's not a thing. I was like, so you don't know anything about some of the most normal medical practices in the developed world then? We've been doing TB vaccines in nearly every country in Europe for fucking decades, haven't we? But apparently, the Yanks were like, no, so you get... I told you guys I got sexually assaulted by an immigration official because she wanted to check I didn't have a prosthetic cock. I swear to God that's true. It was like an Asian American lady, and she was like, some women like get dressed up and pretend they're men. Chinese specifically, she said. So we have to check you've actually got a penis. And it wasn't like bad. She just give it a quick twist like, rip. I was like, hoo-hoo. And that was that. But fucking mad. So I got sexually assaulted by a doctor. Paid a shitload of money, went to like 2 or 3 different, I think it was 3 different interviews. I went to the embassy once, I did an interview in like an office, and I went when I got here in the United States. So basically, I got fucking massively fucked about. Going from England and a veteran with top secret clearance, yeah? Never been a terrorist who was a Royal Marine, has there? Never once. I do all that shit. But if you come over, if you're an Afghan now and you fucking jump on a dinghy, you're in. You're fucking in. I mean, can you believe that? Same with the United States. My missus gets fucked about when she goes to the UK. we have higher standards for Canadians and Americans than we do little skinny Canadian girls get fucking checked, background checked and vetted more aggressively than big, sweaty, fucking hairy-arsed Afghan blokes. Figure it out. That was the cleaner. Yeah, I got fingered by the cleaner. Turns out that's not a real thing. She just wanted to fucking massage me plums. So it's absolute lunacy. Like, I can just riff about this stuff all night because I swear down, it is mental. Like, and it's not controversial, is it? It's not a right-wing talking point to go, yeah, but that skinny 19-year-old Canadian girl just got fingered because she wants to go to college in fucking Nottinghamshire. But this weird, random 23-year-old fucking Afghan with teeth like a burnt fence, he can just rock up on a whim and go, right, oh then, give me a hotel and point me to the nearest hardware store. Hardware store? Yeah, you know where they sell the big fucking knives. What do you want one of them for? Crafts. I mean, fuck me. It's absolutely mental. A sandal shop in Borough. Yeah, well, there's plenty of them. If you go down Abba Dabba Ding Dong Road, near the town centre, it's mad. And Manchester, by the way, don't start me on Manchester, whoever's going on about them in the chat, because listen to me, if you're a mank, more kids are going to die as a result of your government, right? That Andy Burnham, Labour twat. But Manchester, you keep voting in Labour twats, so I'm sorry to say you're getting what you asked for. It's like when the sweaties, when the jocks complain about immigration, they go, oh, we're getting like England. There's bloody immigrants all over the place. Yes, because you thick twats keep voting for the most rabidly communist of all the communist parties. What do you expect to happen? What we should have, what would make things fair, would be if every English council that voted Conservative could say, our voters vote right-wing. We're Conservative. The modern Conservative Party is not Conservative, but we've been demanding Conservatives for 13 years, right? So all the Conservative councils are well within the right, as far as I'm concerned, to just say, listen, our voters don't want any. I'm a bit low on, hang on. This fucking chair's shit. There we go. Alright, that made fuck all difference, didn't it? But clearly I'm just a midget. So the Conservative, honestly, I don't think it's that necky. Conservative voters could just say, right, we're not having any. Our voters don't want any. We ask the people, we're supposed to live in a democracy, we're supposed to have a top-down, bottom-up sort of democracy where we tell our leaders this is what we want. We've been telling our leaders we don't want any. Don't want any. We think the risk is too great. Sorry, I'm not against asylum seekers, but it's just too risky. Little kids get killed. Little Emily Jones, remember? Little kids. Safi in Manchester. Little girls are getting killed. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't this way, but the risk is too high. So we're not taking any. None. Who wants them? And Labour and the SNP go, yep, we'll have them all. We'll have them all. They have to. That's what their voters demand. SNP voters vote far left, communist fucking bullshit. So you have to take them all, right? Sounds fair to me. Take them all. Every Tory council. So Borough, which is now Conservative, see you later, boys. This fucking headline shouldn't exist anymore because Middlesbrough's been voting Conservative now. They finally saw the light. So shovel them all into Newcastle. Geordies, they're Labour twats, the Geordies. Right, why, aye man, I tell you, the toon's full of bastard foreigners. Well, that's what you voted for, thick twat. That's why they say I'm sweating like a Geordie in a maths exam. Because Geordies and Mackhams won't stop voting for the Labour Party. And again, I hate the Conservative Party now. They're not Conservative. But at least it says that on the tin. You can't have the amount of contempt for Conservative voters as you do for lefty SNP, hand-wringing fucking silly bastards, can you? You just can't. At least it says C on the tin. They might be about as right-wing as fucking Owen Jones's left knacker, but at least it says Conservative on the party. I just think it's absolute lunacy. The people who, you don't get what you ask for. It's like going into McDonald's and saying, I'll have a Big Mac and fries, please, mate. And he goes, I'll finger your lass. What? I just can't be asked cooking today. Can I finger your missus instead? No, that's not what I asked for. Fuck it, get in there. That's not what we asked for. England's voted Conservative for 14 years at this point. 14 fucking years. And it's basically been a left-wing government for 14 years. I'm as black-pilled now as I ever have been. I know I try to be humorous with it, because again, unless you're literally pinned to the floor, getting bummed senseless by an Afghan, I don't think panic is a good thing. I'm a stoic man. I'll lose my temper when I go for a shite and it all just, gravity sucks it out the moment I fall down, because I've been reamed senseless by 20 Afghans. I try not to panic, before the worst happens. But I'm as black-pilled as I've ever been, because it seems like we've been voting Conservative for 13 years, and we've just had left-wing policies. So I don't know what to do about it. We can't fix it. We keep saying, vote Conservative, and we get the Conservatives, and then we get a left-wing agenda. So it's like, I'm totally black-pilled. I don't know what we could do to get out of it, other than to do what I do, which is go to the gym, have a good drink on a weekend, and sit and watch the world go by out your window. Just enjoy the life you best you can, and be as risk-averse as you can be. Don't go anywhere crowded with the kids. Don't take the fucking little girls to the pop concerts anymore, because you're in for a world of fucking hurt there. Because you know what happened then? The blokes that we rescued and brought into the country, even though we knew their parents were murderers and killers, they're going to be more than happy to repay that wonderful favour, that privilege, by scattering your kids against the fucking walls of the Manchester Arena. So all I can say is keep laughing and just watch the world go by. Let the other stupid people, let the stupid lefties go out and be the ones hugging big hairy men with sharp objects on them. Let them go and do that. Conservative people, be sensible, stay good-humoured, and do what we know we have to do, which is be risk-averse. That's what Conservatives are supposed to be. Look after your kids. Be sensible. Someone I know would do a live stream, or what was that? Hang on. Come on, Bootneck. I can be cajoled quite easily. Do some live streams on Rhodesia and the model of commies are trying to pull there. Fucking hell. Well, I've told you, right? I've talked about it before. My granddad had a farm in Rhodesia. Lived out there for 3 years or something. And then, it all went tits up and he had to leave. Rhodesia's getting fucked. But again, by commies, everywhere commies, if it makes you feel any better, everywhere commies go, we get fucked. So, I don't know what I can do about it. Emily Jones was shocking, yeah, let's not even go on about that. I'm not putting her face up on the screen anymore, because that'll give me a rage boner, and it looks a bit weird when there's a kid on the screen. But seriously, it fucking fills me with rage. Like, honest to God, it boils my piss in the bag. I can't do anything other than just laugh and, make crass jokes about it. It is shocking. How you can have 13 years of Conservative and just still have a left-wing government is beyond me. I don't know what else you've got to do. It proves that the fucking... say your shams, take it easy. It proves that the fucking system doesn't work. The voting doesn't work. Like Mark Twain said, if voting did anything, they wouldn't fucking let us do it, would they? Shall we look for some news then after that lengthy tirade? Anyway, why does Mills have the most asylum seekers? Because it's ran by cunts, that's why. And the locals voted Labour for 40 years, so don't feel too sorry for them. It took them 40 years before they finally were willing to swallow the fucking red pill. Let's just find one story. I don't want to be here all morning. Taliban to stop Afghans going to the airport. Oops. Well, we didn't see that coming, did we? What, you mean Joe Biden said we could trust the Taliban? They're nice guys, aren't they? Hull. Fucking hell, Hull. I'm sure you can seek asylum if you're from Hull. If you take some photographs out your back garden window, you know, and you turn up at immigration in America and you show them the pictures and you're like, look, this is my back garden. And it's like, you know, a starving African kid covered in flies. They'll go, fucking hell, son. Here, get this man a condo in the Big Apple. Yeah, so try that. Let's have a look at this story, shall we? Taliban's going to stop Afghans going to the airport. Well, I didn't see that coming. Fucking hell, I'm now pro-Taliban. If they're going to stop them getting to fucking England, hey, go on, lads. You, at least someone's going to enforce the border. it's going to be the Afghans, obviously, but hey. So are we saying that Mullah Dadullah and his fucking flip-flop wearing fighters are going to do a better job of enforcing the UK border than Priti Patel? Looks that way to me. Looks that way to me. Hey, well done, Taliban. Good lads. Well done. Hey, I'm officially pro-Taliban. If they're going to stop Afghans getting to the airport, fucking you'll do for me, lads. Can we sack Priti Patel and get this guy in charge? Who's he? Don't encourage the Afghans to leave. Yeah, he'll do. What's his name? I don't like telling you the name. I can't read squiggles. No, I don't know his name. Put him in charge. This guy for Home Secretary. Yeah, get him in. Get him in. Pretty shitty. You have been about as much use as a nun's minge. We don't want you anymore. This man, I get behind him. Vote Allahu Akbar. Vote for him. Vote for him. Good lad. Good lad. What else have we got? The hopes and fears of Afghan women. Oh, we know what's coming. We know what's coming. Oh, there he is. Zaibullah Mashid. Zaibullah, you'll do for me, son. Zaibullah for Home Secretary. G7 leaders have a moral duty to help the Afghans. You know what the population is of Afghanistan? Holy shitballs, you don't even want to know. It's fucking massive. It's not like trying to like deal with San Marino. Look, I'll show you. It's not like San Marino. It's fucking huge. It's disparate, full of all these different ethnic groups that usually think the other groups are a bunch of cunts. So there is that. You know, you're going to end up with Pashtuns, Tajiks, Uzbeks and fucking Turkmen stabbing each other outside nightclubs, which will make a nice change from people from Middlesbrough doing it, but it doesn't sound like it's a fucking good idea. Anyway, there's about 30 million people in Afghanistan. Where's the fucking... Yeah, there we go. 33 million. 33 million. And how many of that 33 million do you think would choose to stay in Afghanistan? It looks like fucking Tatooine. It is an absolute shithole. I've told people this before. Donald Trump, another fake manufactured crisis when Donald Trump said shithole. Do you remember that? Donald Trump used a word that almost everybody on planet Earth who speaks English has used at some point. Like seriously, I guarantee it. Even Owen Jones. Owen Jones has been sat having his fucking vegan granola, right, one morning, and someone must have said to him, have you ever been to Middlesbrough? And he's gone, it's a bit of a shithole, isn't it? It's the least controversial statement you can fucking make. Everybody uses the term shithole. And when Donald Trump said shithole, they went, oh my fucking God, he's basically a baby raper. He said shithole. He said shithole. Everybody says shithole. You might as well get angry for people dropping the F-bomb. Do you know how common it is? Is there anybody in the English-speaking world who doesn't say fuck occasionally? Try it. Go up to the most left-wing person you've ever met. Just watch up and say, oh shit. Did you see over there? Some blokes just fucking ran your missus over, and you'll go, fuck. Only pulling your chain, mate. They go, you wily rascal, you, come on. It's totally the most normal thing ever. Yeah, Owen Jones likes the shithole. Owen Jones likes plunging into a cinnamon ring, doesn't he? He'll fucking do that all day long. It's not even controversial, but they pretended it was controversial. And yeah, it's a proper shithole. Iraq's actually quite nice. Iraq was surprising when we invaded Iraq. I was surprised. First thing I said was, whoa, Iraq's surprisingly nice. Second thing I said was, I'm from Middlesbrough, can I get an Iraqi passport? And they said, fuck off, you borough scum, we're not taking in the riffraff. Thank you very much. Hey, yo, Akbar. That was what happened. I'd have stayed in Iraq, it was fucking lovely. All of them are going to want to go. 90% of them. So there you go. There's another 30 fucking million people all off to the west. Allahu Akbar. You lads best get into it. Best learn the fucking chants. Buy yourself a mat and start wearing... Women, buy yourself a big fuck-off set of blue curtains with a mozzie net in top and stick it over your fucking head and get yourself down the beach. Because that's what you're going to be doing in about 40 fucking years' time if this carries on. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're fucking thinking. So yeah, brilliant. Donations again, you can't criticise lefties for this. This is what I've told you guys, right? I'm not criticising them for that. You should never criticise human kindness. You shouldn't. But this is the difference, isn't it? Lefties do things like this, and church-going conservatives are very charitable people because they think that they're going to be vetting these people. So they actually believe the media and think it's going to be a load of women and kids. Like they're going to turn up and be like, heal the world, make it a better place. And instead of offering, you know, a teddy bear to a fucking 5-year-old Afghan girl, the doors are going to burst open and 50 hairy ass geezers are going to come over. Yeah, he's going to fucking bum your teddy bear till its head falls off. Fuck off. Give me some booze. Candy. And just fucking rip the shit out the airport because you're not going to meet women and kids. You're not. You're not. Look at the fucking footage. You're going to meet big hairy ass geezers with gnarled forearms, big floppy cocks, and a rampant sex drive and absolutely no interest in social norms, yeah? Because where they're from, if you go out showing your ankles, they're allowed to donkey one into you. Now, I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a progressive move. Might just be me. I don't think if a woman goes out wearing a short skirt, it should be acceptable to then stake her to the floor and have 400 tribesmen bum her till her fucking arse collapses. I don't think that's a good progressive thing. I think women should be allowed to go out dressed however they like. I think women should be allowed to leave the house wearing nothing at all and not face rape or sexual assault. But guess what? The blokes we're importing are used to looking at women who go out dressed in a fucking Hessian sack. And if they're not wearing said Hessian sack, they get very, very angry and they feel justified in carrying out the occasional savage fingering, right? So don't have a go at me. Again, I'm just shooting the messenger. I've been to Afghanistan twice. You haven't, dear lefty twat. You haven't seen what it's like. It's their cultural norm. You're always going about respecting other people's cultures. In their culture, if you show your fucking ankles, they can fucking bum you till your head falls off. So, listen, I'm not criticising these people for putting the donations in, but it's a fucking bad idea. It is not going to go well. Let's see if there's any pictures. Let's see if they manage to find a woman. No, there isn't a picture. There isn't a picture because the refugees look like fucking Osama bin Laden. Biden can't speak. Biden's incapable of speech. He sounds like fucking... Well, he's a stuttering twat for starters. I wing this completely off the cuff. I haven't got a speechwriter, and I stutter less than him. He's like, the man is a fucking shell. He should be in the retirement home, strapped into his wheelchair, covered in his own piss. Delusions of the days gone by. What a fucking twat. This saggy fucking bucket of jizz is single-handedly ruined the whole of Europe. Probably caused the whole Brexit thing in the first place, and is basically just fucked up the Western world. So this sloshy jizz bucket can fuck off as well. Merkel, what a twat. Summit did not lead to an extension of the August evacuations. Nice one, of course it didn't. The leaders agreed to press the Taliban. Oh yeah, that'll do loads. Yeah, that'll do loads. 20 years of bombing the shit out of them didn't get the job done, but you're going to press them, are you, Angela? 20 years of bombing the shit out of them. Fucking the Navy SEALs didn't get the job done, but fuck it, I'll send a strongly worded letter, and the Canadian soy boy will dress up as a fucking Indian and go over. Oh well, maybe if he wears blackface yet again, he'll get away with it, but probably not. That fella there on the left, he can see through their cunning disguises. Fucking Aladdin with boot polish on his face. What, you think that's going to get it done, Justin? The Navy SEALs couldn't get it done, but Aladdin with boot polish on, he's a master. Justin Trudeau's thicker than most world leaders. His dad was quite clever, for those of you that don't know much about Canadian politics. His father was the Prime Minister years ago. He was actually quite clever. But Justin has got the IQ of a fucking pull-along duck, and be under no delusions about that. He's like a fucking stoned surfer, bro. Hey, far out, man. Let's run a country, because me dad did. Fucking peace, dude. What a shithead. Draghi says Russia and China should help. Yeah, I love the EU. I love the EU. Absolute fucking delusions. I know who'll help us. The people that hate us. Yeah, they'll help. Yeah, of course they will. Fucking hell. Are these people mental? Oh, you can't see that there, can you? Can I move it over? Yeah, look at that. Mario Draghi said Russia, China, and India can help. Fucking good start. Russia and China. We've been fucking with Russia for decades. I've got a soft spot for Russia because I know quite a lot about politics, and I'm well aware that in the last 40 years the EU and the United States have seriously been taking the piss out of the Russians. I feel bad for them in a way. We demonise them a lot worse than we need to. I've worked with a lot of Russians in the aerospace industry. They're fucking nice people. The Russians get a bad rap that they don't deserve. Obviously Putin's a bit of a cunt, but in general we're too harsh on the Russians. But we have been pushing the Russians and taking the piss out of them for decades. And now they say, oh, don't worry lads, Russia will help us out. And China's overtly hostile at this point. Hacking us, stealing shit, meddling with our fucking foreign policy everywhere they can. They are a hostile power. And they're like, Russia and China will help us, lads. Yeah, cheers then. Seriously. That's like, you might as well ask. I forget the name of Ian Huntley's victims, bless them, the poor little bastards. You might as well ask their parents, oh, are you going to send Ian a Christmas card this year? What? Go on. He's a good lad, really. He might have fucked your kids to death, but he's a good lad, really. Send him a Christmas card, go on. While you're at it, I'll just be over here getting Russia and China to fix the fucking EU's problems for them. Ha! Fucking Jesus Christ. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Quality. Anyway, and I guess I can end it there. A shameful one for the UK. Lisa Nambi fucking Pambi has got the fucking brains of a pork pie. We've just let in a load of bastard Afghans and without vetting them, and they're probably going to kill women and kids at some point in the future because they're all fighting age bastard men, and even if 1% of them are hostile actors, Taliban or ISIS that have infiltrated with all these waves of human fucking traffic, if even 1% of them is ISIS or Taliban, and that's what I'd be doing if I was in ISIS or the fucking Taliban, women and children are going to die, and we've let thousands of them in, risking our own women and kids, and Nambi bastard Pambi has the brass neck to go on TV and say it's a shameful moment because we should have took more. You might as well just say, well, we should have killed more women and kids, yeah? Because every 1,000 additional, you're going to increase the percentage likelihood of there being a few more bad actors in there. Taliban, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. So Lisa Nandy's basically saying, may as well kill more women and kids from England. Fuck it. Because she's a mank. And you twats, I'll finish on that. Manchester, seriously, if you're a mank, sort your fucking life out. Who the fuck voted Andy Burnham in more than once? You'd think Andy Burnham would last about 3 days because the man is a fucking plank. And this dopey twat is going to shit the bed for all of us. Right? Remember this day, ladies and gentlemen, when the next terror attack hits, Just like London Bridge, where I think 3 out of 4 were born abroad. Women and kids are going to die as a result of this shamefully dangerous, irresponsible immigration policy. Instigated by the Conservatives, cajoled by everybody else, Labour, Greens, SNP. They will hurt your women and children. They pay the biggest price for this. Men can mostly look after themselves, but women and kids are going to be, at best, walking with a severe fucking limp, and at worst, scattered across the fucking town. Remember this day. I'm fucking telling you, it's coming. Batten down the hatches. Alright? That was a slightly more sombre note than I like to end on, but fuck it. It was mainly hijinks for most of it. Right? Fucking Manx. You do my head in. You're even worse than the Scottish. Right? Thanks for... present company accepted, of course. Scottish people that watch the Angry Bootneck. They're sensible, logical Scottish people. But not the ones that vote for wee Jimmy and the rest of that poisonous communist fucking ideologue that runs up north. Right, I'm off, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll see you again very soon, and I'll hopefully knock a few more videos out this week. Alright? Like it, share it, yatta yatta, all that bollocks. See you soon.